Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we uncover the real truths about money and success. Today, we're diving into something huge. 7 financial secrets the 1% never share publicly. Did you know that the top 1% of earners control over 40% of the world's wealth? That's more than the bottom 90% combined. But here's the shocker. It's not just luck or hard work. They have hidden strategies they keep quiet about. These secrets let them grow rich while most people stay stuck. Imagine if you could peek into the private meetings of billionaires like Warren Buffett or Jeff Bezos. What would you find? Well, today I'm pulling back the curtain. I'll reveal all 7 secrets, step by step. But let me tease the 3 biggest ones that'll blow your mind. How they use debt as a superpower, ways they slash taxes to almost nothing, and why their network is worth more than gold. By the end of this video, you'll see money in a whole new way. You'll understand why the rich get richer and how you can start using these ideas too. But the truth behind how they protect their fortunes for generations will shock you. Stick around because this could change your financial future. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more eye-opening content. Let's jump right in. Let me show you exactly how this all works. Okay, now let's set the stage. Why talk about the 1% and their secrets? Well, in today's world, money gaps are bigger than ever. The average person works a 9-to-5 job, saves a little in the bank, and hopes for the best. But the ultra-rich, they play a different game. They don't just earn money. They make it multiply without lifting a finger most days. Think about it. In the last decade, billionaires have doubled their wealth while many folks struggle with rising costs. Why? Because the 1% use systems built for them. These aren't illegal tricks, they're smart moves hidden in plain sight. But they don't share them because knowledge is power. If everyone knew, the playing field would level out. Let me tell you a quick story to make this real. Take John, a regular guy I know. He worked hard, saved 10% of his paycheck, and invested in stocks like everyone says. After 20 years, he had a nice nest egg, but nothing life-changing. Now compare that to Sarah, who came from a wealthy family. She learned these secrets early. By age 40, her wealth was 10 times John's, and she worked less. The difference? Secrets like building assets that pay you forever. Why does this matter now? With inflation eating savings and jobs changing fast due to AI, you need an edge. These secrets aren't just for the rich. Anyone can apply them with tweaks. But first, understand the mindset. The 1% see money as a tool, not a goal. They focus on freedom, not flash. Here's a mini surprise. Did you know many billionaires live below their means? Elon Musk sleeps in factories sometimes, not mansions every night. It's not about spending, it's about growing. Another surprise, they fail a lot, but they learn fast. Failures are lessons, not ends. This foundation sets up why these secrets work. They're not get-rich-quick schemes, they're long-term plays. Now, if you think that's interesting, wait till we dive deeper. Here's where things get really interesting.
All right, let's hit the first major revelation. This is the foundation of how the 1% builds wealth that lasts. Secret number 1. Assets over income. The rich don't chase big salaries like most people do. Sure, a high-paying job is nice, but it's not the key. Instead, they focus on buying things that make money for them, even while they sleep. What does that mean? Assets are stuff like real estate, stocks, businesses, or even art that goes up in value or pays you regularly. For example, Warren Buffett didn't get rich from his CEO's salary. He got rich from owning shares in companies that grow. His company, Berkshire Hathaway, owns pieces of Apple, Coca-Cola, and more. Those assets spit out billions in profits yearly. Why is this a secret? Because schools teach us to get a good job and save. But saving in a bank gives tiny interest, like 0.5% a year. Assets, they can return 7 to 10% or more. Imagine putting $10,000 in a bank versus buying rental property. The bank gives $50 a year. The property might give $1,000 in rent after costs. Plus, it appreciates. But here's the tension. Starting small feels hard. The 1% start with what they have. Take Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad Poor Dad. He bought his first property with savings from a job. Now, his assets pay his bills. Connect this to your life. If you're earning $50,000 a year, don't spend it all. Buy index funds or start a side hustle that becomes an asset. Visualize this. Picture a money tree. Income is picking fruit once. Assets are planting the tree so it gives fruit forever. Now, building on that, secret number 2, leverage debt wisely. This one's a wow moment because most people fear debt. Credit cards, bad. Student loans, often crippling. But the rich use good debt to supercharge wealth. Good debt buys assets that pay more than the interest. For instance, a millionaire might borrow $1 million at 4% interest to buy an apartment building that rents for 8% return. They pocket the difference, $40,000 a year profit after paying interest. Example: Donald Trump used debt to build his empire. He borrowed for hotels and casinos. When it worked, he made fortunes. Of course, learn from failures too. Numbers show the average millionaire has debt, but it's invested, not spent on cars. In your life, this could mean a mortgage for a home that appreciates, not maxing cards for vacations. Visual storytelling. Imagine debt as a ladder. Bad debt pushes you down. Good debt climbs you up to riches. These 2 secrets change everything. But if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this.
To the second major revelation. This is where it gets more intense. We're talking about secrets that layer on top of the first ones, making wealth explode. Secret number 3, tax optimization. The 1% doesn't pay taxes like you and me. They use legal ways to keep more money. How? They structure finances smartly. Things like trusts, where money grows tax-free, or offshore accounts in places with low taxes, deductions for businesses, like writing off private jets as work tools. Expert insight from tax pros at firms like Deloitte. The rich use carried interest for investors, taxing profits at lower rates. Amazon paid 0 federal taxes some years by reinvesting profits. Compare. Average Joe pays 20 to 30% on income. The 1%? Effective rate often under 10%. Elon Musk paid 3.27% on his wealth growth 1 year. Insider info. They donate to charities for deductions but keep control via foundations. Like Bill Gates' foundation, it helps people and saves taxes. Now contrast with secret number 4, building a powerhouse network. Your net worth equals your network. The rich surround themselves with other successful folks. Why secret? Because it's not taught. They join exclusive clubs like Davos meetings or private golf courses. Deals happen over dinner, not ads. Example: Mark Zuckerberg met investors through Harvard connections. Numbers. Studies show 85% of jobs come from networks, but for wealth, it's 100% for big deals. Expert view. From books like Never Eat Alone, networking is giving value first. The 1% trades favors, intros to bankers, tips on investments. Connect. Assets need networks to find deals. Debt requires bankers who trust you. These secrets build on each other. This brings us to the most shocking discovery of all. Here we are at the climax revelation. This is the big one that ties it all together and changes how you see wealth. Secret number 5, multiple income streams. The 1% never relies on one source of money. That's too risky. Instead, they diversify like crazy. Think about it. A job can vanish overnight. Layoffs, recessions. But if you have 7 streams, losing one barely hurts. The rich have salaries, if any, but mostly passive income. Rentals, dividends, royalties, businesses they own but don't run. Bigger picture. Oprah Winfrey isn't just a TV host. She has books, magazines, production companies, investments in Weight Watchers. Her net worth? Over $2.5 billion from streams. Evidence. A study by IRS data shows millionaires have averaged 7 income sources. Employees? Usually 1. Why shocking? Because it flips the script. Schools push, get a stable job. But stability comes from variety. Implications. In a gig economy, this protects you. Start small, freelance, invest in stocks, rent a room on Airbnb. Visualize, one stream is a single river. It can dry up. Multiple? An ocean that never stops. But wait, there's more layers. They automate these streams with teams, hire managers, use apps. This creates exponential growth. Connect back. Assets provide streams, debt buys more, taxes protect them, networks find new ones. This revelation shows the system. So, what does all this mean for us today? Now, let's break down the implications and analysis. Why do these secrets matter to you? First, they show wealth isn't about luck, it's strategy. If you apply even a few, you can build security. Future predictions with I taking jobs, multiple streams will be key. Taxes might rise for the middle class, so optimization helps. Debt? Interest rates fluctuate, but good debt wins long term. Personal impact. Start with self-audit. List your assets versus liabilities. Network on LinkedIn. Reach out to mentors. Lessons. Patience pays. The 1% thinks decades ahead, not paychecks. Broader context. Wealth inequality grows because these secrets stay hidden. But sharing levels it. Smaller reveal. Many rich started poor, like Howard Schultz of Starbucks. He used networks and assets. Another, invest in self. Secret 6. Continuous learning. The 1% reads 60 books a year, takes courses. ROI, huge. Example. Jeff Bezos learned from books on business. This boosts all secrets. Networks introduce mentors. Learning spots tax strategies. Keep going. Legacy planning. Secret 7. They think generations. Use wills, trusts to pass wealth tax-free. Rockefeller family still rich after 100 years. Implications. Protects family, avoids fights. For you, start a 529 plan for kids' education. These mean empowerment. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. For the final reveal and conclusion, here's the last unexpected twist. The ultimate secret tying it all. The 1% treats money as abundant, not scarce. This mindset shift makes everything work. To be self-made, but most had help, family loans, connections. But you can bootstrap with these secrets. Tie together, from assets to legacy, it's a cycle. Start with 1, build to 7. Emotional resolution, feel empowered, not jealous. You now know what they hide. Call back to hook. Remember that 40% wealth control? Now you see how and how to grab your share. This knowledge is your weapon. Use it wisely. Before we end, let's summarize the key takeaways. 1. Build assets over chasing income. 2. Use good debt. 3. Optimize taxes legally. 4. Grow your network. 5. Create multiple streams. 6. Invest in yourself. 7. Plan for legacy. Now, your call to action. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button, subscribe for more financial truths,